checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Checkpoint, the show where we discuss and discern the recent events of Check Please. Today we are discussing episodes 24 and 25 tonight, and I am Keni, your lovely host, and these are my lovely co-hosts.
Well, hello there, everybody.
That's Beardy.
It's your peeps. I'm Beardy. These are the lovely players who are now co-hosts on a show. We're going to talk about this today. Introduce yourselves.
Xeno.
Hi. Screwy.
Grem.
I'm Shane.
I'm so sorry.
It's one of those nights. Oh, well, I'll get us started. I'm going to take a little more of a control of this one.
Introduce ourselves at the beginning of this episode?
Yeah, but now we're doing it again because we can.
Well, Checkpoint normally gets separated on in videos on YouTube.
It's uploaded separately, so people are going to watch this and be like, who
How
the
do
fuck
you
are
know
these
it,
people?
Grem?
I mean, normally it has our names on the video part, and we don't actually put those as
We
part
don't
of the
worry about
podcast, but it's fine.
Hey, everybody. So, today we're going to be talking about episode 25 of Campaign 2.
And 24.
And 24, that's right. It's 24 and 25. 24, though, there's not really a whole lot to go over because it was mostly dungeon delving and combat.
I found it very interesting.
Oh, it was fun.
I had
Don't get me
fun.
wrong. But there's just not a lot of reflecting to be done about an episode like that. At least from my standpoint. I guess if there's any questions you guys have about the dungeon, I'm happy to answer them.
Well, to begin with, we did have that interesting tree guardian kind of thing.
The Driftwood Guardian. What the fuck is up with that? Like,
Bitch number one, as I like to call him.
oh,
It was a
Kinda-
construct.
Kind of out of place.
I
Just
mean,
because, like, wooden.
it is dead. Deadwood, Driftwood is dead.
Wood is dead.
Wood is dead.
Dead is good.
What is
I mean,
that?
but a golem isn't even alive in the first place, nor is it dead, so...
Right. It's a construct.
But I
Mhm.
suppose the
And constructs
materials.
It's fucking dead now.
Constructs make good guardians when it comes to tombs and stuff. So the idea is, if we're thinking about like the design of the dungeon, the concept is oftentimes these constructs are the things at the very beginning, the front, the top, because they were actually put there by the Owenites to guard the place in perpetuity.
Sure.
The undead, on the other hand, are the unexpected things in there, right? The things that came about later that should not be. So the constructs are just there, fulfilling their original purpose. So that's why they're there. So if you ever notice a construct at the beginning of an Owenite dungeon, it's because it means that no one else has gone in there before.
Makes sense.
An odd placement for it to protect the dungeon.
Yeah. Specifically,
like-
that sarcophagus that we had
Yeah,
some
I
stuff
mean,
in it,
Well,
but not a
at the
body.
front
What I
door,
will
they had
say-
a guy with a chakram guarding it, but he just left for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say two things is, like, first of all, hard to get into the dungeon in the first place. And then second, that was the first door. So if someone was, like, looting this place and went for the first door, they'd basically run into the construct. So not the worst placement.
Yeah.
That's true. And also, there was a key that was required to get into the other door. That one.
Exactly.
Sorry, there's a
So-
shock room that you needed that wasn't in the building to begin with.
So
Right,
what was
right.
the original key?
So originally the key was located in a room to the south. You had to jump across like a 12-foot gap because there was like a walkway that was over a 100-foot drop shaft that you would have had to jump across to get to. And it was going to be just like a skill challenge to make it across without falling in the 100-foot
Valentina
drop.
could have done it.
Valentina could have done it. You're right. But the point is it was meant to be a skill challenge to get across into another room and then find the key in there as you dug around. So that was the original design of the dungeon. And the penalty for failure would have been a 100-foot drop into a pool of water that had a couple of skeletons in it. So it would have been a nasty surprise had somebody truly failed that. But it's unlikely that a person's really going to allow themselves to fall. There's a lot of ways to guarantee
I
success.
mean, if Valentino had fallen, he would have gracefully swan dived into the water and then been beaten to death by bloody skeletons at the bottom.
I would like to remind you the last time we tried to jump over a gap, back in Belmez and how Stavik failed 4 times in a row and actually went backwards when he jumped. So
a row.
disagree.
Not well, yes, but unlike in the Belmez situation, not everyone had to get across this gap.
That is true.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been
Valentino's-
really hard for Valentino to fail.
He basically could just kind of walk across.
Even harder now that you
Mhm.
have a ring of jumping. So
Yeah.
there you go.
And also grappling hook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With all that combined, you're the ultimate jumper.
It's
You jump
exciting.
people.
these jump numbers are getting crazy.
Let's see. We got to deal with several strange rooms, like a giant. What's it called? A death web? The giant fucking spider?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
I hate that.
Yeah, they were fun.
I hated that.
I hated that.
Yeah, so part of that's just like finding monsters that would be fun to fight and interesting. So, a giant animated exoskeleton of a spider, pretty cool.
Mhm.
Fill it full of smaller spiders, even cooler.
Fun is not the word I'd use for that thing.
That's fun.
Poor Bastion.
Yeah,
Really, though.
yeah, he definitely did not enjoy that, but he kind of steeled himself and pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, I find that pretty admirable.
Got spiders up his nose.
Next time I'm not pulling on no fucking webs, lighting that shit on fire first.
Just
Yeah.
burn it.
just-
Just burn it.
Yeah,
Burn it
Burn it
all.
all down.
that's what we learned.
Burn it all.
You see spider webs, burn spider webs.
Hear that, audience?
One thing I was thinking about during
In your
that
house,
night
who cares?
is that we didn't go against that many spiders in campaign 1 and 2, other than obviously we had the weavers.
We had the Weavers, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they were more than enough. What do you mean that? But you we don't need to go always for spiders.
Well, I'm saying that because Vera actually, it's not a full phobia, but she is very uncomfortable and disgusted by spiders because they're
Yeah.
that which
Mhm.
hunger's domain.
Mhm.
So she always has a really hard time with that because it's like, oh, ew, disgusting, ew. Ugh.
I will admit, it would have been amusing to have more opportunities for Vera to be the one going ew. But also, the Weavers got my fucking spider fill in for the rest of the campaign.
You think we're going to see
Uh-huh.
weavers this campaign?
Yeah, I think so.
Why the
Maybe we'll
think you
see
think
them,
we
but they won't fucking see us. If I get lay on them, they won't see me coming. Valentino's gonna be like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator, just fucking roaming the woods hunting Weavers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
See a bunch of skeletons. The
Bunch of
wraith.
skeletons.
The Wraith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I
I'm
feel
still-
like
utilized.
I'm still curious about the one room that had like tombstones in it, but we couldn't figure out what the fuck it said. I don't even know what the point of that was. I'm like, I guess we just can't read anymore.
I can't.
What was up with that room? Beardy.
I want to know
Which
what
room?
the one thing we
The
missed.
one with the gravestones. I
One
believe
with
it
the
was
gravestones.
gravestones.
The one where you
Yes.
wouldn't let me read.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Cinder Ghost appeared, and we tried to perception what the gravestones in that room said. There were 2 of
Oh,
them.
immaterial. They were just like
Names.
headstones. Yeah, they were just things. It was set
Yeah.
dressing. Yeah.
Well,
No, there were no
makes
important
sense.
clues in that room. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
I would have made something up on the spot had you gotten it, but they're just more stuff in here. They would have been like memorials probably for people that didn't have the physical remains of.
Mm.
Wasn't there? Weren't you specifically saying that there was a perception check to be made
Yeah.
in that
They
room?
usually do stuff like that. Yeah.
Because we were looking. We went
Yeah.
into the room saying that we were looking around / casting detect magic, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I just found it weird that we couldn't read the tombstones is all.
You all rolled like horribly badly.
It doesn't
so it was-
stop us from being
it was
able to
more of a-
read.
It was more of a joke than anything else at that point.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, let's see. Did anything else in the temple stick out to you guys other than the place is fucking awful?
Well,
The ending was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did the thing and
cow.
gave someone my sword.
It was pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
that and also the end of last session, I was just absolutely just what would be the term? I was
Angie.
not angry. I was worried all week because
Angsty.
y'all are just like, oh, I don't wanna sleep before
Nah, I
the
don't
boss fight.
Character.
Louis didn't want to be in
Mhm.
a temple sleeping. Not good juju for him.
This is not really directly related to what you just said, but going back through the battles, I think after the Wood Guardian thing, I don't think my fucking second level spells, my flaming spheres did a single point of damage.
That's the spell Flaming Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The reflex saves are really hard.
Really.
I mean, all saves are just hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when it's like save or no damage. Like that's just
Shit.
Oh yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it won't,
yeah.
it'll never.
yeah.
I mean, Riz was the ultimate. God, I'm so glad that I can just say, you can't save against this, bitch, die. Because of being able to put the up on the DC with the points. Loved
Mhm.
that. Love that so
Mhm.
much.
So originally,
That's it.
was there supposed to be something different for the end encounter?
Oh yeah, no, that room was originally the crypt thing, plus 4 bloody skeletons that were each 6 hit dice each. So yeah, it would have
Oh
killed
my
you.
god.
Y'all would have died.
Yeah.
It was meant to be the boss encounter after you guys rested, but since you didn't rest, I just pulled the bloody skeletons out. It was still a good fight without.
Oh
them,
yeah,
so
I
I'm
honestly
not
think
worried
it was
about
the
it.
perfect stretching of our resources. Like
Yeah.
I
So
had
it
one
worked
spell left. We had like barely any HP between us.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
feel
I think
like
it was a good example of a single target boss fight that still
It
was
actually
dangerous.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Because oftentimes you can get situations like that where it just becomes like
The JoJo
swamped in
meme.
action economy, and there's just
Everyone
no.
just kicking them.
They just jump in and just kick them. Not. Yeah, you just get the JoJo meme. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
What were you saying, Kenny?
Was I?
You started to, and I think I might have cut you
No,
off.
it's fine. It's gone.
Okay.
Was someone
I did the
What were
only
you
thing I
saying,
could do to that to the crypt keeper.
You left.
No. He
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
sent me away.
Yeah. So the
Which means
crypt
he left.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, what
crypt
did
thing has
happen
a-
there?
Yeah. So the crypt thing has an ability to teleport everyone around it into a random position. So the only person that failed the will save would have been Bastion and Stavik, but then we got the rerolls, and
I would have failed
Stavik-
if not for the rerolls as well.
So
Thank you,
it
audience,
worked out.
again.
Really.
Yeah.
Appreciate the
thank you, Farrell.
rerolls.
Yay!
Saved some stuff, and because Bastion got the reroll, he was able to pull off a pretty cool sneak attack after the blind effect went through from the sand bomb. So
It was a
really
good combo.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
the
would-
whole fucking finisher was such a good combo.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
all the setup just for that killer
Yeah.
head in the end.
So we had to have the sword get thrown, the sword get caught, the bomb get thrown, like all of these things had to succeed, and then the positioning had to be just right for the step to go in, and then shot, and then the fact that it rolled really well on the damage. So
Mm.
it was a lot of good stuff right at the end that worked out.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use more sand bombs just for the rogues. Then I didn't realize that would give sneak attack.
Yeah,
mm.
because blind is basically like everyone else is invisible.
Yeah,
And also it's instantaneous
Mhm.
blinding if it hits.
yeah, it's blind for 1 round, no save.
The biggest
It's,
issue is that it's has a chance of blinding anyone in the area, and usually people be
Usually
surrounded
allies
by
are in
stuff.
there. Yeah. Now they
So
get
we
a
all
reflex
just
save.
Wait
So
for Zulin to throw the sand bomb, and then we just beat the
Yeah.
shit out of everyone.
just when initiative starts,
then
just
JoJo
everybody
leaves.
delay till after Zulin.
Go on, buddy.
The problem is usually I'm like initiative 2.
You need to get
And
improved
everybody else will-
initiative.
Then
I am
Everybody
not
else-
wasting my shit on improved initiative.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so
Wow.
much.
But that's such a good feat.
I despise it. I despise it. I despise
It's
it.
such a good feat. It's +4 initiative. It's great.
It's so stupid.
Oh my god. Wow.
I'm still gonna be going.
The truth come out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought the fight was really interesting after being able to see Cal's sarcophagus was really important for me as a player because I've written a lot of stuff in the background with Beardy, building up the lore of Adrian. So I know a lot about that character, the previous incarnation of Owen, who traveled with Corona and Matilda, the queen, when she was still a human. And Screwy, you okay over there?
Sorry about that.
Are you
Sorry,
okay?
zoning out. Sorry.
You looked very upset.
Were you possessed?
Sorry, no, I I am so sorry.
You look like you just threw off your fucking like deep state programming.
No, sorry. Brain kind of locked up there for a second.
That's all good.
Little
man.
bit tired.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brain
worries.
kind of locked up, and I was literally just staring off to the side.
We
I
said
am
we
Not
were
just
sorry.
that, you're also like,
Sorry. I put this Carmex on. I put this
Okay.
Carmex on, and it's just sitting there going,
Oh,
It's
honey.
weird on my lips. I'm sorry.
I love you so
what were we
much.
talking about? Oh, right,
I was,
Cal
I
or
was,
whatever
yeah,
the
I was
fuck is
explaining Cal. And Solaria, the very first protector, ancestor of, our soul from season 1, they all traveled together originally. So it's sad to see him in this place all alone and not like in a really good spot where he's dead and with the people who love him.
I am simultaneously happy that you had such a reaction out of that, and sad that I did not have a proper chance to set up the person enough that everyone had the same reaction. So
Mm.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm mostly glad that at least like it was a fun little reveal that was like, oh, that's where
Yeah, it's
Killary
fun how
ended
the
up.
world's populated with interesting people and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's,
But, like,
there's
all-
legends.
Some
Yeah,
people
that like
just
all these.
like to read the wiki religiously.
Oh my god. So yeah, but some of these people just had a weird life and ended up, like all of these legendary figures, the ones that are mortal at least, died and ended up somewhere, and stashed away a bunch of various trinkets and talismans and happy little items that could be of use to future adventurers.
That
I'm gonna forever think of it that way because I was sure like, man, Valentino is fortunately my first character who would probably be just not think about looting a tomb. My first thought was just like, we probably shouldn't be doing this. We are trying to like consecrate this place and we're gonna rob it in the process.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
But
fine.
that's
I
what
mean, it's-
adventurers do.
It's not really robbing it.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Sure, archaeology. That's fine.
Mhm. Yeah, this belongs in a museum.
it's not really
mean-
stealing if you don't get caught.
I mean,
It's not really
not like
stealing
stuff-
if you own it already.
exactly.
True.
All right, these already belong to me. This ring, basically mine already.
Sure.
Also, I feel like this happened the last seasons where, although I guess, okay, no, it was during the last seasons, Petravian was getting a bunch of the magic items. I think in one of our little off record games, Grem's character like got every single item. But yeah, it's like because I think Stavik got the cloak, the
Mm-hmm.
shield, and the sword.
Yep.
And then
Yup.
Valentino got the rest other than like the talisman that Xander
Yeah,
got.
the talisman that we don't
No,
know.
they
what
just
it
got the
does.
ring.
I got identify
is
prepped for
mines.
the day, so all good.
You don't need it.
Okay. Never
Oh.
mind. I'll switch that spell out then. It's all good.
No, I want to know what it is. Use it. Use your spell.
I bet you do.
Ooh.
We're gonna cast it on Zulin. We're gonna know who he truly is.
Oh, I already know that.
He's a spooky little guy.
No.
I've got I got my guesses, but I'm
Handsome.
not gonna. You can be both.
Yeah, but you didn't include it. He's
Well,
a
I
spooky,
thought it was
handsome little guy.
assumed. Like that's just kind of given. It's like
Okay,
how we call
okay.
him Valentino and not Valentino the handsome and talented. Like,
Yeah, he only calls
obviously-
himself that.
Yeah, well, some people haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
If
You're
we
right.
called you Valentino the Handsome and Talented every single time, it would lose its meaning.
It would not.
Have you tried?
I don't want to chance it.
You can't be sure unless you try.
I'm shy. So, anyway, the
Oh boy, we got the
I
hell
know,
out
you're
of
So-
there.
intimidating presence. I know. It's okay.
Also, so the skeleton motherfucker just like ganked our moth. Is that what happened?
Yeah,
You're just like.
My-
Yes.
I'm taking it back.
I have your
Malicious intent on accident because I have
Like-
become corrupted.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like I'll give it back the thing that was taken, and it was like, "Yo, you're hurting it."
You
And he's
dumb
like, "No, it's
bitch.
mine."
Yeah. It was absorbing it slowly.
It's like when you
And
have
was-
like
yeah.
I hate
you
that.
pass someone on the street walking a dog, and they like
And then you steal their dog and.
no, when their dog is like when
they're.
they're like, "Hey, don't touch my dog," and they'll like yank on the leash, so it's like, "All right," and you're like, "That dog is clearly worse off with you. I wasn't gonna steal your dog, but
But
now
now I
maybe
kinda
I will
wanna."
now."
How many times has this happened to you?
Oh
Maybe not the
no.
specifics, but you get my point.
Yeah.
My.
I feel like I've seen videos of it.
Well,
Yeah, so-
nonetheless, we were able to get out of the temple. Thank fucking God. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get out safely, but we were. Yay.
Yeah, no one died.
I was legit like thinking, all right, who might I have to play next? Like, it's like I walked back and I was like, oh yeah, I have 2 HP. Somehow I was thinking that I had my reduced HP full, but no, I just needed someone to slap me gently.
With a
You could just
chainsaw.
roll up Mantis. There you go.
And what a character for this group she would be! Holy shit!
Oh
And,
God.
and she has to survive.
That's
nobody,
true.
Yep.
nobody would fucking like Mantis. I feel like in this group.
Correct.
Sure would.
Just in general.
It's true.
Not even Petravian.
Oh. Oofta.
Petravian wouldn't like who?
Mantis.
Who's
I'm sorry, he
that?
doesn't know who that is. He only knows his
Yeah.
daughter Willow.
I can hear the ball kicking machine being whirred up. Someone's spinning
what
up
are you
the ball
talking about? It's
kicking
been
machine.
on. I
again.
can't even hear it anymore.
Well, he just tuned it out.
Uh,
Keeping you awake.
the on-off switch broke at some point. It's stuck.
It's just stuck. We just take the chair and slide it in and out as needed.
It's true.
Well then, we were able to safely make it back. We told the mayor what was going on. We got a cool talking sword for Valentino!
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Oh my
I'm
god.
prepared to pass it down if I need to, because I have my already magical named sword. But
Mhm.
now that I know it talks to me, I really don't want to. But I'll make the sacrifice.
I mean, at this point, the party now has. See, the problem is you have 2 characters that both use rapier. You have 2 magical rapiers in the party, but both
one
of
in
them are
the
on
middle.
Valentino,
Yeah.
right? So they
I
will
know.
like at least I'm assuming Trouble's a standard magical sword, which means it'll resize. But at
Oh,
the same
yeah.
time, that's Valentino's blade, so like
Right.
you're not gonna give that up.
Yes, I know.
And then this other blade, you're getting a rapport with it already. So like, why would you want to give that up either?
I mean, if Bro gets along with it, then Valentine will be happy enough.
I mean, that's fine and all, but the problem is if we give it to Bro,
Then you're
I'm
talking
just
to
gonna
yourself.
have
Yeah.
a conversation with myself every time. So it becomes a narrative problem at that point. So it's okay. Don't worry about
It's
the mechanics.
something we'll work out the kinks for.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe
It still
Valentine will
only
walk
talks
around
to
like a fucking-
Valentino for some reason.
That could get really annoying. Bro's like swinging around, and Valentino hears in his head like, stop doing that. Valentino's like, stop, bro, stop. You're just... I'm trying to find my... All right.
Quite the
Haunted.
problem. Well, we were able to go back to the bar, and Valentino's past came to say hello today, it seems.
Yeah.
Could
What
you
were you talking about?
say her name again? Because it sounds like something else, and I'm afraid to.
I know exactly what you think it sounds like.
I do too.
Can you please say the name so I don't mess it up?
It's pronounced Nekis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was an interesting character. Really weird to just feed Zulin a potion in the middle of the night.
That's
I
fair.
mean, yeah, I assumed it was like a sort of consolidation prize.
It's the same thing that she gave Valentino. I believe.
Mhm.
Yep, it's a healing potion. That's why Valentino had no wounds when he woke up.
I am curious to hear what people thought. Not that there's anything to really think about here.
I don't trust
Yeah,
people.
nice try.
Yeah, so what y'all think?
About
I guess question one: do you think that this person was telling the truth and is Valentino's cousin?
Yes.
I think it was cousin used in a way where it's like, oh, we've known each other for a long time. We're practically family.
Like, what's up, cuz?
Yeah.
I say yes.
Okay, so we got a doubt, a yes, and a yes.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shane?
Let's see. I think that they're just made of different stuff.
Okay, so is that no familiar relation?
That's a question mark answer.
Okay, all right. That's
Just
fair.
like I named my rival in Silver and Gold. Question mark, question mark,
thought
she
question
was
mark.
Oh,
What the fuck, Beardy?
well, you just name him something like I would name my
No,
rival something stupid.
he literally
so it
in
would be
Silver
funny.
said, my name is question mark, question mark, question mark. And then the police ask you what his name is, and I was like, I gotta tell the police.
I did the same fucking thing.
I did the same thing
Amazing.
too.
Bunch of narcs over
I wanted
here.
them to catch him. He stole a
Bunch of
Pokemon.
narcs.
I had it in the first game when he'd be like, he'd be like, your name is blah, 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 right? Wait, what's your name again? Then you tell him your name. And then he's like, oh, yeah, and this is my grandson. Wait, what's your name again? And I was like, I fucking told you. It's Red. And then we were both called Red. And I was like, I'm so confused. I was like, what is going on?
Amazing.
And you just know that the other character keeps on telling him, Grandpa, my name's not Red.
Yeah,
like-
sure.
And then people would be like, oh, your rival's such a jerk in that game. And I'm like, is he? He doesn't even talk. I just say weird shit to myself when he's around.
Let's see. But yeah, so Zulin tried to get more information from Nekis. Didn't really get anything, and so I did get was not true for the most part.
Yeah.
Although I did get some information, just the fact that the Mary Valley's on fire right now.
They're having
Yeah.
problems.
Louis already
Yeah.
knew this stuff from knowing Jackie, so he was like,
Being a traveler.
from Jackie. He knows this because
Yep,
of
oh, yeah.
Jackie.
But
Yeah.
we do know that Valentino has legendary blood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A blood type
Mhm.
of legendary. Yeah.
Is it holographic
And-
too?
Potentially a universal donor.
Mm.
And that seemed
And
like the
receiver.
correct answer because that's what Nekis said first. So,
Porcanillos dos.
Until she was led to believe that it meant you would have started treating Valentino like a free blood dispenser, and it was like, oh, I mean,
listen, I didn't
No.
mishear what I heard.
It's too late. You already opened that jar.
I opened up the jar.
Yeah,
You
you
got the
I
Kool-Aid.
did.
Oh.
Zulin's gonna give Valentino a cut and his blood's gonna be purple, and you're like, wow, he really is legendary.
Wow.
Ah.
Oh no. Oh man. But
And then oh, sorry. Go
ahead.
No, I was just going to say that Nikki's eventually did also say that the reason why Valentino was out here was because of what was going on there. It was to like help solve that issue or something.
well,
Which is not correct because we hear why Valentino's out later on in the episode. We'll say that later.
no, well, let's talk about it now.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
no.
know.
No, if I recall, she said that Valentino was looking for someone.
Which technically we learned with what they told Louis while we were traveling to this town.
Mhm.
True.
I don't think Zulin was.
Well, Zulin
No.
wasn't there, but I'm saying as players, we heard that already.
Yeah, he's looking for his dad.
His daddy. Papa.
No,
Daddy.
Daddy can be found anywhere,
Oh my god.
as we learned from Stavik in the temple.
Ooh.
Yes, we sure did.
Oh right, I forgot about that. That gave some good material.
Stavik's personal motto is "You bring your daddies with you."
So we also learned about the secret special relationship between Stavik and
Yeah.
Louis.
It's just a special relationship. I don't understand why it has to be a thing.
It's not a significant other, though.
We have to keep it a secret to be
Yeah.
polite.
And it proceeds to say, "Don't you want your significant other?"
No, that was afterwards.
Um,
That I said, "Oh, we can't talk about it anymore."
Oh boy. Louis is about to start spitting fire.
I was happy with that bit. It's like I
good for
can't wait
you.
to say this.
Although we have found out that Louis did have a significant other, although
That's
not,
true.
a mutually
great.
consensual one.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a rough time in the romance category of life.
In life,
In life.
in general.
It sounds like shit had really put the Roman romance for him.
It's been a little rough. But he's trying his best.
Like, oh, what did you do to Exodor? No, I was a slave. Oh, what did you do to St. June? Well,
Well, funny story.
Funny story that.
You wouldn't believe what keeps happening to me.
oh my
Anyways,
God.
it's really good to catch up on laws and make sure you avoid doing anything that could break them
It's
and
like-
get you in jail again.
Yeah, it's like sure it's nice to be in a country where there's no slavery, and Louis is like, this place is a shithole. It's like, wow, okay,
People die a lot here.
sure.
I feel like people die a lot everywhere.
I think, all right, so I feel the way Louis feels, but I also think that we definitely have a skewed perspective.
True.
We are
His
here to investigate
experience
murders. So.
in Burgos has been awful in his opinion. So he
Well-
thinks Burgos sucks.
Has it been worse than your experience everywhere else?
Well, I would say Sejun is a little bit better right now.
I mean, but you weren't a murder investigator in Sejun. This is
I
like
am taking that personally.
This is like being a sewer inspector and being like, every city smells like shit.
But he isn't normally an inspector. He just is a boy who wants to go and experience life and see things.
Means they're experiencing death in droves.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
I just want to see this Louis scale of perspective where forced sex worker is somehow above murder investigator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't super long because Jackie was there, and then the rest of his experience in Sejun was really nice, actually.
Gotcha.
Well, thank you, Jackie.
It's just a rough start.
It's just a rough
Notably,
start.
that has nothing to do with the country.
Nope.
And everything to do with Jackie.
Yeah.
In fact, The reason why the rest of Sejun was good is because of that system that allowed for him to be a forced sex worker in there in the first place.
It's
Yeah.
really fucked up, guys. Ah! I'm not saying the way he sees things is right. It's just the way he sees things. He's a problem. But yeah, we had some drinking. We got to learn a little bit about ourselves. Xander went off with a limp Zulin body and looked him over real good. Gave him a little smooch and put him to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do
Not
you
the
like
wrong
it
choice.
now, Xeno?
What? It's great.
Good.
I got a smooch out of it.
I gotta ask Keni, what were you up to being like, oh, I gotta move Zulin with the other sleeping people?
Oh, me? Oh, it's just because, like, we had agreed earlier that we were going to have, like, a buddy system, and if Xander
Mhm.
left, then, like, Zulin should be
Zulin
with the
doesn't have a
others at
buddy.
least.
There was
Yeah.
definitely a like, oh yeah, Zulin's gonna come into my room when I'm asleep. You know what? I'm just gonna put him in your room while you're asleep. See how y'all like it.
Right,
You
also-
have a fucking party in
No,
here.
I mean, Louis doesn't know that happened, though.
That's true.
He's just like,
also,
oh,
so-
everyone should have a buddy.
So Zulin is out cold, and I can't be away from people, but it's okay for Valentino to go on his own
Well,
do shopping.
I mean, Louis wanted Zulin to go with him so that, like, that didn't happen.
But the thing is, Zulin don't care.
Valentino took those weavers on all on his own.
Mhm.
Hey, get some scarves.
Louis trying to stick to the plan and no one else is, and he's very frustrated.
I just feel like it's gonna be Zulin and Valentino, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, want to go your separate ways? Yeah, cool. Let's do what we want to do." It's a mutually
Pretty much,
agreed
yeah.
upon system.
I
Get
did.
to the-
Xander did say that the buddy system would be useless.
I know.
And I am correct.
He tried. He tried to make it work. He really did. Never mind.
I don't know if I agree that it's useless. We've had lots of great conversations thanks to our buddy system. Great interactions.
That's true.
The buddy system was notably put into place not so that we could have great conversations, but so that we could exonerate ourselves from being the murderer.
Yeah.
And currently, we are even worse off than we were before because we were generally like all together and had a sense of what was going on beforehand. But now we're even like less sure of everybody's whereabouts at all times.
Do not try to assume the complex intentions of Valentino's mind.
Louis been tried to stay in like eyesight in general, at least with one person, since the previous night. He's like, I've got this. We're going.
Some of the time.
He went to like go and take his stuff out of his room.
You also journaled for a while.
Yeah, but he was still in the eyesight of someone.
I
That
see.
I will say.
Also, I have to ask Shane, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I did. Well, I guess the thing that I was really looking for, I already had, but I
Was it
did.
love?
The moth you made
Oh,
along
yeah.
the way.
Yeah, it was
memes.
love, but I've discovered some more love for Zulin after seeing his beautiful face. I was kind of worried about what he might potentially look like,
With
and
his
yeah, I'm not
Butthole mouth
not disappointed at all.
and itty bitty
I am
teeth.
disappointed that his mask does not hide a just really, really long nose. Like, he's got like a human face and just. People are like,
No.
so what are you? And he's like, what the fuck? I'm human. It's just a birth defect. You're fucking.
I just
like,
have
what's
like a
wrong with you?"
nose like a monkey. I'm sorry.
look-
Yeah,
It's like
Look
this
like
is why I
I'm-
wear a mask.
It looks like I'm guarding over the blue room in Persona.
yeah.
Oh my god. Shit.
It's the Velvet Room, but it was a good joke.
Yeah.
Blue, so
It is.
I
blue.
I'm
found-
not wrong.
Everything I wanted and more.
And
I just imagine you using a squeegee to get the sweat off. Like, just-
ew.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Ziploc.
No.
Eventually, we made our way to the tree, and now we all know it talks. Yay!
I wasn't
it's
crazy.
kind of a little
He's
bitch.
an asshole, yeah. Maybe an asshole with a point, but
I mean,
still, fuck you.
Like
tree.
there were
I
some
mean,
points, but
did
at the
you-
same time, like
I mean, yeah, I don't really buy like I don't know how many characters I can play that will so strongly hold the whole there is not a clear distinction between nature and civilization.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I was like, that seemed like it'd be more Levette's thing, so I didn't want to make that point again.
Mhm.
But I was definitely sitting there like, but squirrels and birds and stuff like.
But they're chased
modify
off
trees.
apparently.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I'm just saying, in nature, like
Yeah.
animals make use of the trees. They modify them to their needs. They don't,
Mhm.
Yeah.
not to the same degree, but it's not as beneficial to the trees.
I don't know. I tried understanding the forest spirit, but like,
I just think the forest spirit is full of shit.
I
yeah.
just think the forest spirit has quite the small hill to die on. I was like, I guess if this is its whole thing, that's fine. But like, farmers feel like the least egregious people to have beef with.
And like they suddenly care about money? That was super weird to me. I
well,
was like,
no,
what?
it was what's her face. It's the lady that
I know
hired
the
us.
lady's an issue, but like they
Mhm.
were like talking about like where the olives went and people storing them and it's for money, and I was like, what the fuck? You know what money is?
No, but it's still being used.
Hmm.
Sure, but they
Like,
wouldn't
if-
exist otherwise.
If I was the solution here was destroy capitalism, then like I'd be all for it.
Yeah.
But like
I mean,
Yeah.
that
The
was the
farmers-
solution. It's just not
Sort of.
actionable.
it's well, and
Yeah.
also
Yes.
the farmers still need like I would have no problem with the farmers continuing to use the fields to feed themselves.
If we
and
had
their
enough
families.
money, we could just buy the orchard from her and be like, all right, let's have a like free growing orchard. Woo, we saved the day, but we don't have the money to do that.
Like, are they just straight up anti-farming then as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It seems like what the spirit was saying was just it would be fine if it was for subsistence and it was part of an ecosystem that was balanced, but that the current practices were unsustainable and the trees were planted in such a way to maximize profit from these things rather than use them in a sustainable, natural way. So it seems like if the farmers were just doing their farmer thing to support the community, that would be perfectly fine. But it's just capitalism is the enemy, is what it felt like to me. Which is a point. Definitely
Yeah.
a point.
It's just like the tree is killing people actively, and it's like
Yeah.
they're the ones starting the timer on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
it's a tough one.
humans definitely, predators in this situation and definitely enslaving the trees. That's a totally valid point. Yeah.
But also, this thing is killing the trees.
Yeah.
It's It's like classic like like salt the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Scorched earth.
Yeah.
I couldn't get you to listen, so fuck you. I'm gonna do it this way.
Nobody deserves olives.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not
No.
even that
Hey, what
great.
kind of
so,
olives
like,
are these? Are these green olives, black
olives? What,
or-
what kind of olives? We
All
talking red
kinds.
ones?
Are you saying it's gonna get rid of all of them?
All right. Good night, folks.
Good night. That's it.
Oh,
Because based on the kind of olive is how much I want to save the trees.
I mean, olives aren't even good until they're like pickled, though.
Is that true?
I mean, it's
Mhm.
either
Or
in a
they're pickled?
brine or
That's probably
in
true.
oil. Like they're pickled.
Yes.
They're cured by the time we eat them.
It's true.
Do green olives only taste that way when they're pickled?
They would be extremely
Yes.
bitter
Super bitter.
otherwise.
Gotcha.
The olives
that
we
pit.
consume are cured.
Cured of their grossness.
It's true.
Of the
it's
blight,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
If the pickling process did just get rid of that, that would be really funny.
We
Yeah.
just pickle all the trees, guys. There's our solution.
The wood, not just the olives, but like the entire
The
tree.
entire tree. We just get
That
giant...
kills the tree, but that's irrelevant.
It fixed it.
Oh, this is a bit of a tangent, but I just wanted to share that at my work I got to be present when someone learned what a pickle was. Not
God.
Like
not
the
in,
cucumber? Or...
Yeah,
not
there's a
that they
cucumber.
didn't know it wasn't. They thought that it was based on shape. If it was a certain shape, it was a cucumber. If it was another shape, it was a pickle.
Oh Oh.
Oh wow.
They're like, oh, if it looks more pickle-like, then it's a pickle.
Oh. Oh no.
And I got to be
Wow.
there for that.
I mean, I can see the thinking. I obviously, don't think that, but I can see the line of thought if you don't know better.
Whoo doggy. Well,
Wow.
I feel like if your cucumber has a limp dick,
I haven't mentioned that to them. I'm going to bring in a jar of pickles and put it on their desk.
are there any final thoughts about the last 2 sessions?
Well,
I
first of
got
all,
a face.
that's true. I was going
That's
to say
true.
we got to have a few different interactions now that we can look forward to with Stavik.
Ask
As
me why I
well
did
as-
it.
I can show my eyebrows.
Ask me why I did it.
Why'd you do
Why
it?
you do it.
Because he kept forgetting he didn't have a face, and this will fix that.
Instead of,
I
like,
didn't want to be the one to say
Trusting
it,
him to
Yeah.
learn?
No, so now he can have expressions because he likes to
I
be
mean,
expressive with his
I
character.
would've-
But I wanted to give
a
him the
magic
option
item
to
that
do
gave
that.
him big expressive eyebrows would have been.
No.
You
Face.
stole a square on my bingo because of that
Speaking of
item.
bingo. Speaking of bingo, let's go over it, shall
Oh,
we?
let's go over bingo. Yes, yes, yes.
So, yeah, we'll end today's checkpoint with going over the bingo. So, after looking over the bingo, unless I'm mistaken, I do not believe we achieved bingo. What do you think, Shane? Do you concur that we did not achieve bingo, or do you think we got a bingo?
Let's see. I would say that we did not achieve
Okay.
bingo.
bingo.
Because
What did we get?
So what we
But
got
we were very
is
close.
so here's what I got, and feel free to jump in. I'm gonna go top to bottom, or left to right, top bottom, right? So the whole standard way to read, in English at least. Anyway,
I was going to say standard.
standard English. So I'm just gonna go in order. Feel free to jump in if there's anything that you marked that I did not. So the first one I got was bald-faced lies are told. Then
Disagree.
okay,
I think Faye is not what it seems.
okay.
Is it not
let's-
Faye?
I mean, it's who did. I mean, as far as we've been discussing so far, we were like negative energy draining, like ghost tree. We
Hmm.
did say that it was Faye, but I don't think anyone thought it was a giant flaming cat creature. So I feel like that's a disingenuous question.
Yeah.
And anti-capitalist. flaming
Yeah,
cat.
also
Well,
that.
Anti-capitalist
Well,
cat.
The bald-faced lies that are told are not in reference to the Guardian. That's what I marked, at least. So anyway, I marked that one as checked. The next one is new spell gets used by a PC. I think someone used something new today.
Sander?
I did.
Yeah,
Oh, and Xander did too, yeah.
got a couple new
Uh,
spells.
Before that, I got someone gets very emotional.
That's true.
That would be after this. Are we looking at the
Oh.
same thing?
I think you. Oh wait, are we maybe looking at the wrong one?
Okay.
I might be. Okay. Yes. A new spell gets used by PC. I was looking at a different one that I had made.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, I had new spell gets used by a PC. Then after that, I had someone gets very emotional.
True.
And then we go down a row, and I've got there is a shift in the moth.
Mhm.
Then I got more spirit talking occurs.
Indeed.
And then after that, I go down another level to backstory NPC is mentioned because it fucking showed up today. And that's definitely mentioned.
Mm-hmm. I would say there was also flirting, missed, or ignored.
You think flirting or missed or ignored happened? Okay. That's fair. So who flirted?
Well, I think technically speaking, there was flirting that was mentioned or referred to from previous episodes that was ignored, as well as flirting in this episode.
Well,
That
give me
was
some
ignored.
cite your sources. What happened? Who got flirted with?
I will actually hold on to that one. I'm gonna
Oh,
hold
okay.
on to that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
I will retract my statement
Okay.
for
Wait, who's
reasons.
Xander flirting with? Now I'm gonna be like going.
You
scrubbing
flirt
through
with
the episode.
everyone.
Yeah, I know that's the problem.
Yeah. All right. So the next one, backstory NPC is mentioned. Then I've been...
Technically, there is another death.
Who died?
Well, this is actually just I'm joking for this one, but this is Cal.
I mean, he's been dead for centuries.
He's literally. I mean, he's deaf.
He's been...
Like he's
Oh,
Owen.
I see.
It's
He's
a
literally
joke. Yeah.
death.
Literally
Actually.
death.
It's another
yes.
death. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? I'll give it to you as a joke. That's fine. There's another death.
It still doesn't amount to.
Yeah.
It goes up.
Yeah. All right. So then after that, we've got you think throwing caution to the wind. I don't think I did not have that one because I think you guys were actually quite cautious.
We didn't rest.
You didn't rest, but you didn't rest last session, not this session.
Yeah,
True.
but we
that-
I will say-
continue to not rest and go in.
Valentino did run directly into melee with 2 hit points. Not saying that we should count it, but I'm just saying.
I think we should count it.
Okay. If you think we should count it, we'll count it. Then after that, we had did you say chakram, which was a free space? And then what did you get after that? Shane, did you get anything else in that row?
Eden needs to get it together. I personally think that, so that's me. But you may disagree with that.
Okay. I did mark that one as well. I also marked bro facts. So because I feel like he definitely dropped some of his personal brand of wisdom, whether
Yeah.
that's Titia or what have
Yeah.
you. So
It's true.
we'll call that a bingo. So there we go.
Oh, sweet.
So there's bingo across the middle line.
Yay!
Next line down. Let's see. We learned more about Zulin.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's true.
And then somebody in the group
Nice.
drops because of the drinking.
Yep.
And then below that, I have Bro shares confidence in Louis. And I think
Is true.
that's all I have. If you have any additional ones, let me know.
Nope, that works. That works.
Okay, so that is a single bingo achieved. So you guys will gain a bingo reroll for next session.
Woo! I feel like we
Okey-dokey.
weren't gonna need it.
Yeah, we're
Will
gonna
we-
fight a Fey tiger thing. Fire tiger.
Like we're all prepped up at least, so at least
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are topped up and prepped and ready to. I mean,
No,
you
we
guys
have to
will be
stop
fine.
being. Look, if my experience is that the more unconfident we go into this, the more well it'll actually go. We'll be like, "Oh, you're worried about nothing," and be like, "Ah, darn, you're right."
TPK.
Yeah, we walk into one where we're like, "Oh, we got this, we're fine," and then just
Yeah, just starts dropping 20s. And that's it.
All right.
All right,
Well
well, that's it. So go ahead and take us out, Kenny.
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we hope to roll with you again soon next week for another episode of Check Please. Until next time, bye everyone.
Bye.